World Athletics just released its Athletes of the Year, with two Americans taking home the award. On the women's side, Sydney McLaughlin, the American, took home the award for Female Athlete of the Year after setting a new world record in the 400-meter hurdles twice in one season. She did it for the first time at the USA Championships, breaking her own previous world record by running a time of 51.41 seconds. Now, again, that was a world record, and that was an amazing feat by Sydney McLaughlin to do at the US Championships. But she wasn't done yet. She would come back at the World Athletic Championships this past summer and dominate the women's 400-meter hurdles by running an amazing, basically an unbelievable time of 50.68 seconds. That is amazing. That would have ranked her in the top 8 at the flat 400 meters, and she did it over hurdles. Now, Sydney now holds 7 of the 10 fastest times at the women's 400-meter hurdles and definitely deserves this award, in my opinion. Sydney McLaughlin is just 23 years old, so we'll have to wait and see what she does over this next year. Will she continue at the women's 400-meter hurdles? Will she try to get the record down to 49 seconds or 50 flat? Or will she move on to another event like the 400-meter dash or the 200 meters? On the men's side, Armando Mondo Duplantis of Sweden took home the men's award for Men's Athlete of the Year. Now, this past season, Mondo set 3 world records in the 2022 season. He first broke the indoor world record at a meet in Belgrade, and then a few weeks later, he went back to Belgrade for the World Indoor Championships, and he broke the record by vaulting to a height of 6.20 meters. He wasn't done there, though, because at the Outdoor World Athletic Championships, he would go and he would vault to a height of 6.21 meters, breaking the world record. And he had a lot of room to spare on that jump, so he may be able to go even higher in 2023. Now, just like Sydney, Mondo is only 23 years old with a lot of time to improve on his vaults. And it is funny or kind of ironic that these two were selected to be the Athlete of the Year this year, because 4 years ago, these two were selected to be the Rising Star Athletes of the Year together for their performances in the hurdles and in the pole vault. So shout out to Mondo and Sydney. They are two super dominant athletes and definitely are deserving of these awards. We'll have to watch and see what they do in the future, because the future is so bright for these two young stars. Now let's get into the Rising Stars Athlete of the Year. This is basically the under 20 Athlete of the Year, or it's for the up and coming athletes. Now, on the ladies' side, we had 18-year-old Adrina Vilagos of Serbia. She took home the trophy after having another amazing season in the javelin. At the World Under 20 Championships, she took home the gold for a second year in a row by throwing to a distance of 63.52 meters, breaking the European under 20 record. Now, just a couple months later, she would compete in the European Senior Championships, and she took silver at the European Senior Championships, again at just 18 years old. And on the men's side, the young American by the name of Erriyon Knighton took home the award of Rising Star Male Athlete of the Year for the second time in a row after he had an amazing season at the 200-meter sprint. Now, early in the season, back in April, Erriyon ran a time of 19.49 seconds. That time is currently the fourth fastest time ever run at the distance of 200 meters. And again, he did that at just 18 years old. This season, he broke the U20 record and he went on to the World Athletic Championships and took home a bronze medal at the 200-meter distance. Again, doing this at just 18 years old. Remarkably and incredibly, both of these rising star athletes are going to be under 20 athletes again next year. So this is going to give them opportunities to compete for the under 20 records again, to improve on their own performances and set the records even higher, which is pretty scary for the rest of the world, especially showing what these two have already done. Now, let me know if there's anyone that you guys think should have took home these awards other than these two athletes. On my opinion, I believe that Sydney and Armando are more than deserving of the award, and I even feel the same for Erriyon. Knighton, I don't know if there was any other male who did as well as he did, but if you guys can think of anybody, let me know. I'm pretty knowledgeable on the under 20 women's side, but I do not know it all. So let me know down in the comments if there's anyone else who should have won any of these awards. And I hope y'all all have a blessed day. It is your boy Limitless Mike, and I'm out. Peace.